Hi, I'm gonna do a tutorial on how I edit my tabs with the base. By now I write it from scratch, but sometimes, when you don't feel like it, you use the base. Now, first thing is first, we're gonna change the ID and class names because guess what? We're not doing this with one class because then this might conflict with other codes on Ignite, blah blah blah. So, alright, so let's copy all the CSS and put that there too. Alright? Okay, so ship, what's the CSS? So ship is the common word in all of them, right? Let's just look real quick. This is how I use them. Okay, cool. So ship is the common word on everything. So let's change that to, I don't know, a rock. Alright, coolio. So we're gonna copy this CSS, which is the new CSS, and we are going, not here, we're going to paste it here. Alright, so this is the new CSS, but the HTML hasn't changed yet, so we're gonna have to do that. Let's do that, and let's make it here, copy. Okay, so now, generate the code. Okay, cool. So this is how you know the tab works. Obviously, you can't see the other one because, again, this is my base code, so I have everything positioned absolutely. The only thing that's relative is the base. Okay, first and foremost, you could tell this is the old base because the width is 300 and the height is 300. I don't know how anyone can make a code with 300 height and 300 width. That sounds insane to me. So let's bring that up to 600 so we have some space to work with and actually see what we're doing. So the margin is 25 and 0, which is not the case at all. It should be auto. Maybe, stupid me from 10 years ago or whatever, however long ago this is, didn't know that. But, obviously we know that now. All right, so I'm just fixing it because I hate it when it looks like this. Okay, this is fine. All right. Now the label. This is where we start our positioning, but we're not going to mess with that. First, let's mess with the content, okay? Your content should be the first thing you edit and fix on your thing, all right? Okay, so we're going to delete all the stylings, right? We're going to start from scratch. So we're going to do position absolute because you know what? Position absolute helps me figure out exactly where I want everything to go. Don't worry about the broken code. It's going to fix itself. I promise. All right, we're going to make a width of 200, right? And a height of 200. And we're going to make the color red so we see what we're doing. Okay? I look like that. Did I delete something I wasn't supposed to? I'm trying to figure it out. Wait. No, I didn't. Why is there a right here? Was I high? Oh, I see the problem. This is the problem. There's no background color, so I don't know what I'm editing. There you go. That's the content. I was also trying to figure out what I did wrong, but I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just, slow. Okay. We're gonna change the height and width to 350, right? We're gonna position it in the bottom of the code so we can see exactly where it's at, and we're gonna make it red. Okay? Yes. Right. So now we have tab 3 that's checked, but we're not gonna make that a thing. So now we're going to do label, and we're gonna do it in the top. So position absolute, top, I don't know, 0, width left, 0. There you go. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna mess with this at all. Okay. So once you've positioned the label, so we're just gonna pretend that the label is gonna be right here. Okay. So now we're gonna look at the labels. Okay. Let's style this a bit. So we're gonna call this 1. we're gonna call this 2, and we're gonna call this 3. Again, you could choose whatever name you want. I'm sure I've done some crazy shit in my day. Alright, so now we're gonna copy these 3 thingies and we're gonna paste it here. And then we're gonna put 1. Display, block, height 20, width 100, position, absolute, top 0. Well, again, you don't have to do it like this. I just do it like this because I just know where everything goes. I could do flexbox. I assume that would be an easier option, but again, this is how I'm used to doing it. I should do flexbox though. I'll do that later in a next tutorial. But for now, let's just keep it at this. Background color, black, color, FFF. Right, so that's tab 1. Cool. So let's style tab 2. So we're going to just copy that over and make it 2. And we're going to do left 100. See, 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, obviously 3 is there. That's why we can't see it. All right, now we're going to do 3. And now we're going to make that to 200 because, you know, we want to be able to see all the things. Oh, yeah. All right, 1, 2, 3. See? Tab 1, you get tab 1. Tab 2, you get tab 2. Tab 3, you get tab 3. Now, obviously, it's not going to look this ugly. You're going to trust yourself to style this however you please. And remember, these can have nice, cool transitions. The labels can have transitions. Every little thing here is customizable and editable. Editable. Something. Okay. So now that we've done that, you figure out the rest of your code, man. If you want to see how transitions work, I guess I can show that as well. Let's try it. Again, mind you, I'm the world's laziest coder, so I'm just going to get my transition from right here. And I usually do 0.5. I don't do it longer than that because I'm very stingy with my transitions. I don't like them too sad and long because it's annoying, but whatever. Okay, let's add one to label. All right, now here's how you make the transition work, okay? So you see this, you copy that line, right? And then you paste it, and then you find 1. You don't need to copy that, but whatever, I did it. So this means that when label 1 is checked, it will turn blue. We're just gonna use some basic ass colors just so we know what to do. All right, see, hovered. And it showed up slowly. You notice that? Okay, cool. So let's do another one for label 2. Okay. Let's make it green. Label 2 is now green when it's checked. And let's do label 3 and let's make it pink. So now, obviously, you're going to style this to how you like it. None of this is going to be a thing. Obviously, we don't have any shippers that look like this. It's going to be up to you to style it how you want. You can have shapes, you can have icons, you can have whatever you want. Sky's the limit. Because literally, this code can make you do anything. I had some weird looking tabs. You could even, right, put 1 tab on this corner, 1 tab on this corner, and 1 tab on this corner, and 1 tab on this corner, and put your content in the middle. You could have double contents. You could have content 1 slide up, content 2 slide down. You could have dual contents. There's like literally limitless possibilities on what you could do with these tabs. All right, so let's say you want it to change to a different color on hover. How would you do that? Easy. Let's do it. I usually don't do hovers because, you know, I don't care. Just, you should have the common sense to, you know, just click. Background, give me a background. We haven't used purple. Okay. Yay, see? When you have to click out of it, obviously, for it to hover, but see, it does hover. So let's try making 2 hover. So let's make this hover to cyan, and let's make 3 hover to yellow. I'm thinking Among Us colors, so it's just easier. Okay. Did I type 3 right? I wrote yellow instead of 3. Do you see? And I bet you, like, if this problem happened while I was actually coding, what would happen is I would show Maddie this coding, and she'd look at it, and we'd both look at it for like 30 minutes, and then eventually one of us would be like, so you put yellow instead of 3, that's why 3 isn't hovering, you moron. So that's how it goes. But there it is. That's how you do a base for a tab. It's really easy. You can style it however you want. You could go nuts. And I suggest you go nuts. I would leave the first label as like minimalist as possible. Don't style it. Don't put borders around it. Don't put widths. Don't put anything. Just do absolute top 0, left 0. That's it. Because you want to be able to put your buttons anywhere you want. It should not matter where you put your buttons. It could be outside the thing. Yeah, if you really want to do that, you can make the buttons outside. And I can show you how to do that by just doing this. Because, you know, a lot of people put their tabs outside. There you go. So now it's like a folder. Alright, that's it. That's my tutorial. Okay, bye.